Right? Time's up. Stop talking. Time for meditation. Stop talking. Stop reading. Stop writing. Can you sit with the back straight? Back straight, head straight, eyes open. Body relaxed. Mind relaxed. Keep your eyes open and maintain an unfocused gaze. There are two ways in which you can maintain an unfocused gaze. One is to adjust your focus to infinity, beyond the wall in front of you. When you do that, visual objects in front of you become indistinct. Although you can still see shapes and colors, but you don't see their features. Another way, instead of adjusting your focus to infinity, is to adjust it to the space in between you and an obvious object. For example, between you and the wall. Again, when you do that, visual objects become indistinct. You see shapes and colors, but you don't see their details and features. And while you maintain that unfocused gaze, ask the mind a simple question. If the mind is not thinking, not imagining, not daydreaming, what can the mind be aware of happening right now? What else can the mind be aware of? If it's not thinking, imagining, or daydreaming, other than what is happening at the five senses. When you're aware of the five senses, try not to hold on to any particular sense object. As soon as the mind becomes aware of a sense object, ask the mind, what else can it be aware of? Initially, you might find it rather tiring, and you might need some degree of deliberate effort and directing the mind to the various sense objects. Please be patient. After some time, the mind will get used to it, and it becomes quite an easy process. And all you need to do is to step back and allow things to happen. Here is a simple slogan for you to remind yourself. Free and easy, touch and go. Free in the sense of allowing the mind to move freely among the five senses. Easy in the sense of taking it easy. Don't try too hard to notice every single thing that is happening at the senses. Be content with what the mind is able to pick up. Touch and go, meaning don't hold on to any single sense object, particularly if you have trained the mind to do focused awareness before, and the mind automatically settles at your breath, whether it's the nose tip, nostrils, or the abdomen. If that happens, then you have to slowly retrain the mind. And the mind automatically settles at your normal focus of attention. Then ask the mind, besides the breath, what else can the mind be aware of? In this way, you slowly open up your awareness. Instead of just focusing on a single object. Free and easy, touch and go at the five senses. Please try to keep your eyes open. If the eyes feel uncomfortable, dry, you can blink them, it's okay. But just keep them open. Although you try to anchor your mind to the five senses, the mind is not so obedient. It will still wander off. There could be thoughts. There could be memories popping up. Comments about things that you perceive to your senses. Reactions to memories, thoughts, and so forth. So when all these mental activities arise in the mind door, the first thing you need to do is to accept them. They have already arisen. Accept them as products of causes and conditions which you might not be able to identify at the moment. But accepting does not mean that you follow them. So once you accept that these things have happened, don't try to push them away. Don't follow them. Don't ignore them. Rather, you should acknowledge them, knowing what they are, and then let them go by anchoring yourself to the five senses. This is what I call the Ada anchor strategy. A stands for to accept. D stands for don't reject, don't follow, don't ignore. The next A stands for acknowledge, and anchor means anchoring to the five senses. Please note that these are two complementary strategies, a bit different. The anchor is applied to mental activities, thoughts, feelings, perceptions, daydreams, memories, comments, where you acknowledge what happens, but free and easy, touch and go. You don't need to identify what you see, hear, smell, or taste. Touch and go. But if the mind automatically recognizes something, then that is not part of the five senses anymore. That is mental activity. So all this spontaneous recognition or identification don't have to be rejected. Also notice them, acknowledge, come back to the senses. Other anchor, rule of thumb, to still the monkey mind. Accept all things, don't reject, follow or ignore. Acknowledge them, anchor mind to the five senses. Free and easy, touch and go at the five senses. Okay, back to work.